Okay, good morning to all of you. So your first chapter in physics, motion. Okay. First point, what are physical quantities? You can take short note in your copy. Physical quantities. What are physical quantities? Okay. Question number one. What are physical quantities? Physical quantities. Short form we will write it as PQ. Short form we will write it as PQ. Physical quantities. All measurable quantities are known as physical quantities. What is the meaning? All measurable quantities. All measurable quantities are known as physical quantities. Examples. Displacement. Okay. Displacement. Distance traveled. Speed. Velocity. Acceleration. Temperature. What is the temperature now? आज का टेम्परेचर क्या है अभी? Temperature, you can measure it, physical quantity. Okay. Mass of this bottle 10 gram mass. Okay. Density of this liquid, density. Volume, pressure, etc., etc. All these are known as physical quantities. The quantities that can be measured by us. Okay, they are known as physical quantities. So physical quantities are those quantities that can be measured. Shreya, can you hear me properly? हाथ दिखाना है Shreya. Okay. So write 10 examples of physical quantities in the copy. 10 examples. So I repeat, 10 examples. Distance traveled, displacement, speed, velocity, acceleration, temperature, pressure, volume, density, force. There are so many others also you can remember, but you just remember 10. Okay? Yes. Now physical quantities we are going to divide into two categories. We divide physical quantities into two categories. Dividing physical quantities into two categories. Two parts. First one, scalar quantities. First one, scalar quantities. First one is scalar. Second one, vector. So physical quantities are divided into two groups. Physical quantities are divided into two groups. First one, scalar quantities, and second one, vector quantities. So physical quantities are divided into first one, scalar quantities, second one, vector quantities. Now how will you define scalar quantities and how will you define vector quantities? Scalar quantities means are those physical quantities having only magnitude. Having only magnitude. Scalar quantities are those quantities they are having only magnitude and no direction. Okay, no direction. So they are called scalar quantities. So scalar quantities mean they are having only magnitude. So what are vector quantities? Only magnitude. Vector. Vector quantities means these are the physical quantities having both magnitude and direction. Both magnitude and direction. If you ask, what is your direction? In what direction you are moving? So there will be answer for that. So vector quantities are those quantities having both magnitude and direction. Magnitude and direction. So all should remember the definition of these two. Scalar quantities are those physical quantities having only magnitude, and vector quantities are those quantities having both magnitude and direction. Yes? Now I am giving certain example, then you have to tell me or you have to show the hand which one is a vector or scalar. I will give one example and you have to tell me whether it is a vector. If it is a vector, you have to show 1. If it is a scalar, हाथ दिखाना 2. Vector है तो 1, scalar है तो 2. Okay? Time. What is the time now? It is 8:11. So, is it a vector or scalar? A, 1 or 2? Which option? दिखा सकते हैं? Some are showing 1, some are showing 2. Time, okay, it is 8.11. It is a scalar quantity, there is no direction. Time is a scalar quantity. Of course, your clock, the handle of the clock will rotate like this. It is not having any direction. Okay, so time is a scalar quantity. Next, acceleration. Is it a vector or a scalar? Acceleration is a vector quantity. In which direction the vehicle is accelerating? Towards Jaipur, towards north, or towards south? There is an answer for that. Displacement. Displacement. Displacement is a vector quantity. In which direction you are displaced? Kota station to Gumanpura. There is a particular direction for that. Displacement is a vector quantity. So I am giving some examples of scalar quantities here. I am writing scalar quantities example. Examples of scalars, scalar quantities. First one, time is a scalar. Second one, mass is a scalar. Mass of the chalk, 10 gram. It is a scalar quantity. Okay. Now third one, temperature. Today's temperature. Maximum temperature 43 degrees Celsius. There is no direction. Temperature. Density. Density of water 1 gram per centimeter cube. There is no direction. It is a scalar quantity. Fifth one, distance traveled. This is important for you. We are going to discuss about this. Distance travel. Distance travel is a scalar quantity. Distance traveled. Distance traveled is a scalar quantity. Next one, speed. Speed is a scalar quantity. You are riding your bike 60 kilometer per hour, 70 kilometer per hour, 100 kilometer per hour. Speed is a scalar quantity, no direction. Okay, the odometer, the speedometer recognize the speed, it's a scalar quantity. Okay, next one, seventh one, electric current. Electric current is a scalar quantity, it's a very important one in class 10. Electric current is a scalar quantity. All of you remember 7 examples. Time, mass, temperature, density, distance traveled, speed, electric current. Minimum 7 examples. Next one, vectors. Examples of vectors. First one, examples of vector quantities. Displacement. Displacement. Second, velocity. Second is velocity. And third one, acceleration. Acceleration. Fourth one, force. All these terms we learn through these chapters. Fifth one, momentum. Impulse. One more example I am giving. Magnetic field. So seven examples are there on board. Scalar, 7 examples. Vector, 7 examples. So all of you do it in the copy. So physical quantities are divided into 2 groups. All measurable quantities are known as physical quantities. All these quantities that you can see on the board, they are measurable quantities. We can classify these quantities into 2 groups. First one, scalar quantity. Only magnitude. This group is having only magnitude. If you ask what direction will you go, there will be no answer. Time. कौन सा direction में जा रहा है? कोई answer नहीं है. Mass. Mass of your body. 40 kg, 50 kg. What direction? कोई direction नहीं. So if you ask what direction these quantities go, no direction. So they are having, these are scalar quantities. Next one will be about vectors. You have to learn the examples. Some terms are new. Displacement is the first term we are going to explain. Velocity, acceleration, force, momentum, impulse, I-M-P-U-L-S-E, impulse. Then magnetic field. Around the magnet, you must have seen magnet. Some लोगों ने देखा होगा magnet. Around the magnet there will be field. That will be called as magnetic field. So all these are the examples of vectors. So if you take a vector and ask what direction, there will be a particular direction. You are driving your vehicle towards north or towards south, that is velocity. So total you have approximately 15 examples of physical quantities with you, and we classified them into 2 groups. Scalar quantities and vector quantities. Next important point in the chapter is, what is the distance traveled and displacement. These 2 points are very important. That is in your chapter number First chapter, page number 1. Distance traveled and displacement. Define and find out the values. Distance travel, define distance travel and define displacement. Do the numerical, it's a common question in your examination. So I am going to define what is the meaning of distance travel and displacement. Okay? So next point will be heading distance traveled and displacement. Heading copy में लिखो. Distance travel and displacement. Distance travel and displacement. These points are very important one. Displacement. Distance travel and displacement. So what is the meaning of distance travel and displacement? For example, you are starting from your railway station. Point A is the railway station. And coming to St. Paul's gate number 1, Mala Road. Okay? Suppose you are waiting like this and you are reaching the gate number 1, the point B. It is not a straight path. You have to take a curve, after that only you are reaching here. You are starting from A, railway station, and to the gate number 1, St. Paul, B. So distance traveled is the total length of the path traveled by the body. What's called? Total length of the path traveled by the body from the starting point to the end point. So if you have the speedometer, so what 200 meter, 250 meter, it records. That is the total length. The total length of the path followed. It can be any shape of the path. It can be straight path. It can be curved path. It can be a square path. It can be a circular path. Total length. So what is the distance travel? Distance travel is the total length of the path traveled by the object in the given time. If you are riding your bike, speedometer you can start. Railway station, set karo 0. St. Paul gate number 1. Okay, 3.2 kilometer or 1.2 kilometer. What is the value? That is called total length of the path. Next, is it clear to you? हाथ दिखा सकते हैं? Only you can show. Okay. So distance, total length of the path. You have to remember always that. All time. This distance traveled means total length of the path traveled by the object. All should remember the sentence. Next class, I will unmute particular person and I will ask. The total length of the path traveled by the object is known as distance travel. I think it is clear? Yes. Next point, first point is definition is over. Second point, it is the total length. इसमें कोई डायरेक्शन नहीं है. So it is a scalar quantity. Speedometer दिखाएंगे 1.2 kilometer or 3 kilometer. Or Kota to Jaipur, you are going 300 kilometers. There is no direction. It is a scalar quantity. Lakshit girl, feeling sleepy? Yawning. Chai pee lo. Thoda sa. So it is a scalar quantity. Scalar. Definition. Second point, it is a scalar quantity, and third point, it always increase. It will never decrease. Distance travel will always increase. It will never decrease. Suppose your odometer is on. The length you are traveling continuously. Kota to Jaipur, Jaipur to Delhi, Again, Delhi to Jaipur, Jaipur to Kotam. So total you recognize about 800 or 850 kilometers. It always increase. Displacement. Very important definition. Displacement. So we started from railway station and you reached here St. Paul gate number 1. We are going to draw a straight line joining them. Straight line. That may not be along the road, some other parts. So this is a straight line I am joining from A to B. This is the shortest distance. Okay? Draw a line from starting point A, railway station, and the point B is your gate number 1, St. Paul gate. You draw a straight line. So this is the shortest distance between the initial and final point, and this is known as displacement. And it is a vector directed from starting point to the end point. I put an arrow mark here. This is to show the direction of that. It's a vector quantity, and initial position to final position is direction will be that. Initial position to final position, that is the direction. So displacement of a body is defined as the shortest distance from initial point to the final point, and it is directed from initial position to final position. It's a vector quantity. Shortest distance. It's a shortest distance. Okay, displacement definition. Shortest distance between initial point and final point is your displacement, and the direction is marked from starting point to the end point. Okay, starting point is a vector quantity. So it can increase, displacement can increase its value, say 40 kilometer, 80 kilometer, 100 kilometer, but it can also decrease. 80 kilometer, 100 kilometer, then it can come back to again 60 kilometer, 50 kilometer, and even it can become zero. So displacement can increase, can decrease, and also can become zero. One example. So you started from the point A, reaching the point B, 80 kilometer. Coming back to the point A, you are returned to the same point. Okay, you return to the same point, so there will be no displacement because you are in the same initial position. So no displacement. So we'll give numerical for that, so we'll recognize the point. So what you have tried here, first point is definition, second point is a vector, and it can increase, it can decrease, and even become zero. Two points I explained. I think all of you can remember two points. Distance travel, definition, yad karna, it is the total length of the path traveled by the object in a given time, and it is a scalar quantity. It will always increase, it will never decrease. Displacement, the shortest distance between the starting point and the end point, and this is a vector directed from initial point to the final point. Okay? Displacement can increase its value, can decrease its value, and can become equal to zero. I will explain with some example, then you can ask later, not now. Somebody is showing their hands. Because I think there are so many, there are 4 sections are attending the classes. So I cannot attend individually. So your questions, we'll see it later. So some examples I am giving here. Distance traveled and displacement. Example number 1. You can draw it in the copy. Suppose you are traveling from A and reaching the point B, 3 meter. A to B जा रहे 3 meter and B to C जा रहे again perpendicular 4 meter. So you are starting from the point A and up to B. After that you are reaching the point C. Finally you are at C. Starting from A, reaches point B 3 meter and from B to C 4 meter. 3 meter and 4 meter. So here you have to find out what is the distance traveled and displacement. Write in the copy and check yourself when I write. Some are showing the hands. Okay, good. Write in the copy and when I write the answer, check yourself. So both you are right, distance traveled and displacement. Distance traveled is the total length of the path. You have to add the total length. Displacement is the shortest distance from initial point to final point. All of you complete and see, check your answer. So total distance travel. First point is distance travel. Distance travel is the total length of the path A, B plus BC. Add करना, you have to add this. AB plus BC. ठीक है? यहाँ से यहाँ तक. Then from here to here. You have to add total length. You have to add 3 plus 4, 7 meter. So 7 meter is the distance traveled. Displacement के लिए क्या करना है? What you have to do for displacement? You have to make a shortest distance A to B join करना. Join A to B. See, A to B, A to C, not B. You are from A and finally at C. So shortest distance between A and C. A and C you have to join. A to C. So what is this distance? That is known as displacement, shortest distance. And it's a vector quantity, you have to put an arrow mark. So arrow mark represents or shows that it is a vector. So vector ke liye we have to put an arrow mark, so it represents that it's a vector quantity. In higher classes you learn what is the representation. So just now we will put an arrow to show that it's a vector. So A to C is your displacement. What is the shortest distance AC? Can you show? Count on fingers, anyone? Okay, very good. It's a right angle triangle. Shortest distance AC. Okay. Second point I am writing here, displacement. Displacement A is equal to AC and it is from A to C. Direction you have to mention the direction. Okay, you have to mention the direction also A to C. What is the magnitude? AC. Hypotenuse. So AC is equal to under root AB square plus BC square. That is under root 3 square plus 4 square. That is equal to under root 9 plus 16. 5 meter. Displacement is 5 meter. It is the shortest distance between the starting point and the end point. Meghal, can you hear me? हाथ दिखाना, ठीक है. And in this, which one is greater? Distance traveled or displacement? Magnitude किसमें ज़्यादा है? Which one is having greater magnitude? Distance travel के लिए 1, displacement के लिए 2. Which one is greater, 1 or 2? Correct. 1 is greater. Distance travel is greater than displacement. Okay. Next numerical. Next example. 840. Okay. I am giving one simple numerical. You have to do at home because we are running short of time here. So next numerical is starting from A to B, C and D. 3 meter, 4 meter and 3 meter. Okay. What is the total distance travel from A to D? It's a rectangle. Distance travel and displacement you calculate and tell me in the next class. Okay? It's a rectangle. It's a rectangle. It is there in your copy. You are finding at the point A. So what will be distance travel and displacement? Okay, thank you. So read the first 2 pages of your NCERT also. Other points will continue. Okay, thank you. We will see you again.